Howdy.
What's up, Barcode?
Living the dream, like someone's.
Instead of good chicken, I'm sick chicken. Ugh. Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm drafting a tweet, so.
Oh.
And I'm working on things I should have done hours ago.
Oh.
No, you are good. I'm actually having trouble finding examples of the stock thing. So I found the modified one for the first topic, but can't find a good comparison image. The biggest comment I've heard is it's not the best. Word draft. Is this what the UI looks like?
You talking about the ones that I posted?
I didn't see pictures. Like I've seen the modified one.
Yeah, the modified ones are slick.
Yeah, but I can't find an original one. But I think I just did, and I think I want to vomit.
Give it a share. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, I don't want to say that. Thank you. It's in the news discussion. That looks like it's the original UI. And that would that would make me understand why they're so cranky about the way it looks. Just because of how shitty it is.
Yeah.
Like, it is not good at all.
Gonna be the last one for a few weeks. I look forward to hearing about all the adventures of the Barcode and Crit Chicken when you folks get back. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, of course.
I'm nursing a bottle of Robitussin.
Mmm. Are you not feeling well tonight?
I got the sniffles.
Ooh.
125. No, I want that menu back. Oh, it's gonna cost me 400 gold.
400 gold. That's a steep price.
I know, I need ore. Oh, that pains me. And then to go up 25, I'll need 50 luminous flux. Ugh, there's 9 gold apiece. God damn. At this point, this is highway robbery. What do I need? Death is the ultimate transaction. No thanks.
Well, they're not lying.
I need a blacksmith hammer. Where the fuck do I get that from?
Blacksmith hammer. Is that like a quest item?
No, it's something I should be able to buy.
Oh, like a skinning knife.
Yeah. I just don't know where to buy it. Item. Where do you purchase? Oh, god damn it. Hall of Curiosities. Ugh. I'm the wrong fucking side for that. Over at the Bazaar. God damn it. Yes, I know you can't attack that because there's nothing to attack. We have a Cajun tonight?
Eventually. He's playing Dead Cells right now, judging by his status.
There's someone who's a big, giant, tentacled brain. That is kind of cool.
And WoW?
Yeah. A giant, tentacled brain. Hello, bizarre vendor. Mining pick blacksmith hammer. Yay! Yay! Now I can go back to the other side to do the work I was trying to do. Yay!
So what do you think about all the WoW drops that they're pushing on Twitch coming the 15th, I think?
Yeah. I mean, I like the idea of loot, but at the same time, some people are going to be super pissed off, especially if you bought the TCG.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, now I can get that mount for piss all, and you had to pay a shit ton of money for it.
Yeah, it seems to be the way of everything. It's kind of like buying buying a game at full price, and the next week it goes on Steam sale for like, 25% of the actual price or 75% off. And you're just like, ugh. I.e. Anthem, for those folks who bought like the collector's edition.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, that one person paid, what, like $1,300 for that?
And one person paid $3,000.
Or that's what it was, $3,000.
And then it's like, how long do you have to work to get $3,000 compared to just sitting in Twitch for 4 hours?
Yeah.
Well, age of the mount might be part of it too. Like, I believe that if there are rare mounts, like time-limited mounts that you just can't buy, or things like that. Like, if it's in the trading card game, I mean, if that's not in print anymore, I can totally understand the...
Yeah, because they switched it out. They phased the trading card game out for Hearthstone.
Ugh.
You can't get loot off of Hearthstone.
Well, that's not fun. I thought it was supposed to be like one Blizzard all integrated, like everything. Like, why can't I use my Encourage mounts and Heroes of the Storm?
Not loot cards. No, you don't get loot cards in Hearthstone.
I know you don't. It's a shame. I'd like to see it.
Oh my fuck. I am one off lethal.
One off lethal? What does that mean?
Sorry, there's another streamer that you and I watch. Every time he gets an enemy down to 1 health and then his turn ends or he misses out on killing them. It's always this joke of like one-off lethal. So in this case, I was very close to getting what I needed done finished, and I'm 1 point off of what I needed. Like I need 50 skill in engineering. I have 49. Where is the idiot brigade that I need to go see? Oh, I was right there. God damn it. Ugh.
What you need is your own color commentators, so that way you know what you're doing.
I need lacerite ore again. Lacerite, sorry. Let's get 10 of those, maybe. And then, or luminous flux I can go buy. Is that a Cajun?
Well, dang, I am late to party.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you got the dead cells going on, man. Totally understand that. Like, you're right in the middle of it, because when you're in the middle of it, that's it.
True. I did have to pause because the missus just got back from a trip. So I had to go say howdy and do husbandly things. But yeah, I'm still in the middle of a very painful run. Yeah, but I just looked up and I saw Crit in here too. I'm like, oh crap, what time is it?
I called it. I was like, he's playing dead cells. He probably can't stop.
But I am here.
Well,
Fucking God. I'll be right back. I need a drink because the RNG Jesus is hating me right now, and I'm going to end up spending a fuck ton of money that I don't want to spend.
your faith is not strong. All right.
Yeah, I'm my $1 million on this tune is quickly disappearing.
That's why we say alcohol is not the problem, it is a solution.
Solution? It is a solution. Yeah. It's in a can.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's liquid.
Correct.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back.
So, the whole ping the cat thing.
He's cute.
He is cute. Like, we have the full suite of Ping the Cat now on Discord. I can only have like 5 of them up on Twitch right now. And I got to looking at the emote section of my account page. I don't want to use the tier 2 slot or the tiers 3 slot. Like, I almost don't even want to do the bit slot. Like, hey, you sub, you get these. And once I unlock the follower emotes, hey, this is by default. Thanks for giving me a follow. You know what I mean? Like, here's, you can use all of this stuff. I mean, I know that some folks, I guess maybe they just throw something in there, maybe, but I don't feel the need to, like, encourage that behavior. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So,
Like, we want to have as minimal as a paywall as possible to enjoy the cast.
well, I mean, yeah. Like, well, technically, all they have to do is, like, go to YouTube or go to Twitch, and, you know, it's there. They just have to deal with the built-in ads and stuff.
Right.
Anything other than that, you're good, right?
So I actually had a thought in the future, if Dink ever wants to like do it or whatever, but I was thinking about ping. Do you know how the cats usually, when they're, stalking something, they kind of like lower their front half or whatever, and do that little butt swivel thing?
Yeah, like the Shrek, not Shrek, the Shaq gif.
So yeah, pretty much. So I was thinking about like ping attacking an actual computer mouse.
That would be interesting. It'd be interesting as a sticker for sure.
Yeah, or as the banner for the page.
Oh, for the are you talking about for the Twitch channel?
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah, no, that works.
Because it cat and mouse.
All about the puns. All about it.
I mean, they work.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I still have 5 emotes in approval. If you want to change out what we have here, just let me know, because I think these are pretty expressive for what they are. And they are readable. Here, I'll post some in chat here real quick.
While he's doing that, I have two little funny stories about my shiny hunting adventures today at the park with Little Man. It was Dratini Classic Day, and I love shiny Dratini and Dragonair. They're adorably pink and shiny and glorious. We ignore the giant green dragon, even though he's cool. He's still derpy. We don't like him. But he was excited. He could not wait to get out there and just start shiny hunting. We get there, we park up the truck. He catches his very first Dratini for his account, which was already cool for him. We walk across the parking lot to where we're going to start the hunt, and his very next Pokemon he finds was a shiny Dratini. I have never seen a child scream and jump in simultaneous action so perfectly in my entire life. I think everybody in the park knew he had a shiny. It was absolutely adorable. And we went back and forth trying to catch more shinies than one another. We ended up with 5 and 5 by the time we got back to the truck. And for shits and giggles, I decided to open it up while we were going to the area where we had to pay for parking, and I found one more. And he was livid. He's so competitive. It's great. He could not stand the idea that Dad got more shinies than me. I was like, dude, we're leaving. There's no way you're gonna find another one. That bitch opened up his iPad, and the very first Dratini he clicked on was another shiny.
Nice.
He was like, "Oh yeah, Dad, watch this." The 6-year-old equivalent to hold my beer. It was a fun day. It was great fun. And the next weekend it's Teddy Ursa shiny day, so I'm gonna go catch all the gummy bears.
Yay, engineering 50. Alright, I can go back and go acquire more recipes.
I couldn't wish engineering on anyone. Ugh.
It's not that bad, honestly. Worm-fed gear assembly. Okay. Right. I was just making those. So that is going to take me another 25. So for these bolts, I need 25 of this fucking ore. This is going to be so damned expensive. I need way too much. I need to change out tailoring on this guy and get rid of that. Get him mining. That's the only way it's going to get any cheaper.
I hear that. That's
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I hated that trade skill. It was like you needed everything from every other trade skill. It was just terrible.
Well, I had herbalism, but that's just not going to work if I'm going to do engineering.
Yeah, I think my druid I picked up skinning and mining, which were both helpful, and that's about it. I used all my other two just to like consume those resources. That's fine.
Oh,
All right, done with Masochism Simulator.
Yeah, I see your status has changed.
Yes,
Either it was rage quit or gracefully shut down. One of the two.
it was great. So I just beat Convictificus, that big eyeball beholder dude. So
I haven't seen him yet.
he's fun. He's a very fun boss until he decides to turn into half of a Cthulhu as well. So yeah, enjoy that. I've managed to get to the Hand of the King once. I was so proud of myself. I almost beat him till I got down to a third health, and then he freaking knocked me into the spiky pit of death. I'm like,
Yeah. See, I made it to him because I've gone through. Because I've only gone through once, so I've got like the I'm like one cell in or whatever it is, where it like increases the difficulty but gives you better stuff.
oh, I don't even have that yet. I have to beat his ass, and I almost did it. It was like, nope, back to the beginning with you.
Indeed. Yeah, no, it's definitely a lot of fun. I love it. I've actually been playing Harvestella the last few days because it was released, yesterday. And
With Harvestella.
Harvestella is the new life farming sim from Square Enix. So they're trying to capitalize on the whole Harvest Moon vibe or Stardew Valley vibe, I should say, because there's like adventuring and relationships. I'm not sure about marriage or whatnot. I'm not thinking that far. But it also has some interesting combat. To be quite honest, the combat in it doesn't feel all that great. It feels empty. Like they have this great jobs switching mechanic that you can go from fighter to mage or whatever other class that you want on the fly while you're fighting, but it's just, the combat is just not meaty, if that makes sense. There's no dodging, you take stupid damage, and it's pretty much a heal fest for right now.
It's like I punch you in the face, I disengage, and then I cast Fireball.
Yeah, pretty much. It's very, the combat's very weak. I think they're trying to capitalize on the farming, but I'm not digging that a whole lot either. Right now, I'm kind of playing it for the story, so I'm suffering through all the other parts. It's kind of like Tiny Tina's new first-person shooter that's Borderlands-ish. Like, the only reason why I suffered through that game was to get the dialogue and the cutscenes and everything else that Tiny Tina and her D&D crew has to say.
I have a question. Do you guys play Vermintide?
I did for a little while because I was trying to start playing with a streamer that got in trouble right after that.
Is it Vermintide? Do you have Vermintide too?
Yes.
Oh, because right now, between the 3rd and the 7th, on Steam, it's going for free. It's free to keep.
Really?
And then there's a free game update on the 8th after that. And then they go into pre-order beta for Dark Tide.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a fun game too. Freaking, it's basically Left 4 Dead, but in Warhammer. It's a lot of fun.
I haven't touched it yet. I think I have one of the Vermintides for Xbox, and I fired it up all for like 5 minutes, but then I got distracted by adulting.
Usually how it works.
So I never fired it up again. It was never reinstalled.
But it's free right now, so
Yeah. And free to keep.
I'll put it on Joyce's computer. I thought, Joyce, I got you a game we can all play together. Like Left 4 Dead, right? It's just with rats.
Something you said sparked my remembering of Terraria. You said that had some sort of octopus brain thing and dead cells. And I'm like,
Yep.
has anybody picked up Terraria since the Labor of Love update?
I haven't touched Terraria since we played with Mike.
Really?
It's been I don't know. I just never went back to it. It's to me, it's more fun to play with people
Oh, yeah.
and play solo. So it's like nobody's in it, so I'm just gonna let it sit in my inventory with like the other 100 games I'm never gonna play.
I do want to get back into it because there's like this whole progression thing that you can do between going through easy mode, then cranking it up to hard mode, and all the extra bosses and whatnot just by running through the game several times and traveling across different worlds.
I mean, I'd be all for it. I'm all about glorious cooperation.
Maybe one day. We have a lot of cooperative dreams. Like
Yes.
we've played Deep Rock Galactic twice. I've played it 3 times, once with Bomb, and I haven't really picked it back. Oh, we played it the best time too, where you had the beer with the sausage in it,
Mm-hmm.
which was great.
Yes, that was kind of fun.
So, but yeah, Bomb and I did stuff on his stream and whatnot. Right, lately it's been Monster Hunter for me.
Yeah, the
see
two of
that.
you have been doing that.
I mean, it is a hell of a grind, but it's a lot of fun if you can play your weapon well. I know Bomb was sounding a little bit frustrated when he was playing.
All I can think of was bum beat bum.
Please no.
Bum, beat, bum, bum. Yeah.
If I must suffer with it in my head, so will you.
Damn it.
That's all
I
right.
don't want to.
Could be worse. We sha na 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 no no.
Manama. Do 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 do.
Damn it.
Yeah.
The internet is great technology.
Board.
Fuck, I love that song.
I think we all three hit that at the same time. That was nice, guys. Not even scripted. We get that on the fly.
Double click. For porn.
Grab your dick and double click for.
Porn.
It was so great. I love those early WoW machinimas. Like
Mhm.
it got deep. Like what was his name? The guy who did
Nem.
Nim?
Hard like a heroic, more than you can handle. Let's do it like a druid in the general channel.
Yeah.
No. No.
Yes.
What?
Oh, God.
Baka's
the
just
gold-
talking about the Chinese farmer one.
Yeah, the ni hao, farm some gold. Ni hao, more auction sold. Ni hao.
Oh, God.
Fuck. That's not questionable at all.
They were making fun of gold farmers. Blame a Susan Express. They were literally going through the grounds and just like sniping freaking nodes.
Yeah. Just gonna shake my head at you all.
What?
I didn't say nothing. I'm over here just laughing at it.
I was just reciting lyrics to a song. I don't know what you're talking about.
Eh.
Don't blame me, blame Nim. Jeez.
I know Mindflame did the what was it? The Danish bagel or something like that. Oh, oh gosh.
The forbidden donut or forbidden bagel
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
what
I
it
don't know.
is.
Forbidden door.
Yeah, he also
Or
does a lot of music.
Danish.
He also does a lot of music production. He's actually really good at what he does. I know his debut on Twitch was kind of interesting. And I was excited that he decided he was going to stream and play video games because the dude is just a riot. But it quickly devolved into Mindflame's fire sale. Everything must go. Would you like to buy my unopened cartridge of Final Fantasy? Hey, and then later on, it was just like he was one of those. He turned into one of those streamers where if you want me to continue streaming, you have to give me money. If we don't meet the threshold for money, I stop streaming and I go home. He had that kind of power, and that was weird and insulting almost.
Yeah, that would be.
Speaking of weird and insulting,
Hello.
it is time.
Welcome to the big show.
When you get the
Yeah.
when you get
No.
the chance, I actually linked the music video.
Oh,
I
I'm
see
gonna-
that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, where'd you link it?
Check your DMs.
Oh, you didn't do it.
No.
Ni hao. Would I get copyright striked for playing this?
Probably.
Probably I wouldn't, but yeah. Later on.
Later on, okay. All right. Welcome to the UDP Broadcast, a podcast where a group of friends get together and offer informed and uninformed opinions on gaming-related topics and the industry. I'm your host, Luminary, and I'm accompanied today by my co-hosts, IMEI, the Eternal Barcode,
Hello, how's it going?
Crit Chicken from the Emerald Dream,
Hi, I'm sick.
Squawk, cough, cough. Reminds me of that cartoon chicken with a really thin neck, and it just looks sickly, and it's got the snot thing. Yeah. And from the swamps of Louisiana, the Nordic Cajun.
And for the first time in a month, I'm not sick.
Son of a bitch.
Your turn.
This is
Damn it.
episode 15, and the last episode for a few weeks because we've got family and vacations and holidays and food comas and all kinds of stuff we have to attend. So our final one for November is going to be on user interfaces, cross-platforming, and remakes and/or remasters. So sit back and enjoy the show.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah?
Wait, so this is the last one, or is it next week?
No,
This one.
I'm heading out of town Tuesday.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll be gone for
Yeah.
like a good 10 days.
And then the week after, I'll be in another country.
That's no
Yeah, so will I
excuse.
be.
True.
Yeah.
There we go.
2 weeks from now, less than 2 weeks from now, I'll be in another country.
UDP's going international, but not online. There we
He is visiting. He is literally visiting the Emerald Dream.
go.
Rip.
So, user interfaces. One of the topics this week that came across the news sites was how terrible Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's user interface is.
You could have ended the conversation right there with how terrible Call of Duty 2 is. Done. Just stop right there. Show's over, folks. Have a nice one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, good is all speculative in that sense, and there's a lot of folks who like to. I mean, if you ask me, it's just like, hey, what's your favorite football team? I was like, I don't watch sports ball. For me, first-person shooters are the same. It's modern guns, bullets 3, kill them all. I mean,
Yes.
so
It's the best description. Bullets 3. I like Bullets 4 personally.
bullets for the hollow points. All right.
Mm.
So, user interfaces is probably the gateway to interacting with any developer's software, be it something productive like Word or a video game such as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Everything has to be able to be accessible to the user, and there's a lot of testing that goes into that, right?
You would think.
You would think.
Sometimes.
But apparently, this is so bad. The users have taken to give suggestions and create their own mock-ups of what the UI should look like all over Reddit.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that's really, really, really bad. Like, you've screwed up your UI when the users are coming up with a better interface for them to use, because unless your game is specifically designed to allow for mods like that, like World of Warcraft, you probably shouldn't have to rely on the community to build something that's functional. I took a look at it. I did find what I think is the current UI for the game, and oh, it's so ugly.
Well, the biggest complaint about it is that it's confusing and hard to use. And those are
Yeah.
two words you don't want associated with your interface. Ever.
Ever.
Ever. I mean, I shouldn't have to navigate a sphere grid just to, go to a lobby. Like that's just to give an example, a very extreme example.
Looking at you, Injustice 2.
Dun, dun, dun. So, and I find it interesting because, the whole user experience thing, which, by the way, Call of Duty, no, this one was done by Infinity Ward, right? That's not part of Activision Blizzard?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. Okay, so they're one of the developers for Activision Blizzard, which are currently having QA troubles right now with unionization and everything. So there's no telling. What
Say it
happened?
ain't so.
Oh, I know, right? Reading onwards into the articles, they were talking about Activision giving quality of life improvements, or I should say fixing their UI, but no one knows what that entails or what it will look like.
Yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
And they probably won't for a long time. That was just probably just like, yeah, we know we fucked up, but we really don't care that much. But here's a blanket statement to cover our ass.
Well,
Ex-
sorry, I cut you off again. I'm really
no,
bad for that tonight.
go ahead. Don't apologize. Cut everyone off.
All right, you don't want that. What I was going to say is I do have some friends who do UI design, and redoing a UI when you've already got the product published is really expensive because now you have to pay artists all over again. You have to spend a ton of time remapping the UI and then making sure it passes QA as long as you haven't pissed off your QA department. Um, well, and that's a huge thing. Like your QA is what makes or breaks anything, whether it's just regular software or if it's a video game or something. Without them, you're kind of fucked. And new elements in a UI or a redesign does require a lot of effort to make sure that it scales correctly at different resolutions. That if you have it in windowed or full screen, it doesn't break, and that when you click on something with a mouse or you move a cursor from a gamepad over it, it works as expected. Like, it's a lot of work. So I don't foresee them changing the UI despite how atrocious it is. And that's really unfortunate because it's sad that the community had to sit there and say, hey, this is something that's way more functional and usable than what you made.
Yeah. Good news is that the actual gameplay of that game is really solid from what I understand. Like, everybody loves playing it. I think it's really just the path to get to playing is what's the problem is.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to walk all the way to Mount Doom through Mordor just to play the damn game, though.
Yeah. See, well, I mean, some of the images I saw were like how to reskin your gun, and there was this really clean UI that was posted on Reddit. If you look at the news discussion section inside the Discord, you should be able to see that. Which, by the way, our Twitch channel is now integrated with Discord, so all subscribers have access to our production server and can see the stuff in the news discussion channel if you want to see the images that we're talking about.
Yes, if you want a sneak peek about what we're going to be discussing throughout the week or throughout the shows, we will always have it in there.
Or if you
Shameless
just
self-promotion.
Hint, 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 poke, poke, nudge, nudge.
Or if you just want to harass Dancourt, that's probably my favorite thing. So
Don't harass Catboy. Say hi to him.
there we go. But what's interesting about this is that there was another company that received a bunch of crap for their UI design, but it wasn't by the users. It was actually by other UI designers and game designers. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of a little game called Elden Ring, right?
Yeah, it's a kind of a small game. It had like, what, 15 players at one point?
Oh,
At its
yeah.
peak.
Yeah, I think so. I think that. So, and I could speak from experience because I've been like, neck deep in Elden Ring for a long time. And the UI is clean. Like, when you're traveling, you get to experience the beauty of the world. It's not cluttered. Whenever you're in combat, what you need comes up. And it's very fluid, and you don't really notice it until you need it, if that makes sense. So it's an absolute visual experience to even play this game. You still got your life meters up at the top, but they're not intrusive. They're just little lines. They're not like bolded out, this is health, this is mana, or anything like that. It's clean. It's beautiful. And developers from Sony and Sony and Ubisoft were like, no, you can't do that, so forth and so on. This is bad game design, blah, blah. And there's not a single user complained about it. The only thing the users complained about it was too hard. Can you put in an easy mode? But other than that, it was a very clean game.
That's like taking the Rotten Tomatoes rating of a movie and going by that only. You need to go with the actual user critique, not the actual critics who get paid to say this stuff sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. I do the same thing with Metacritic if you ever go to Metacritic.
Oh.
I try not to.
Yeah, well, you look at the big number of what people were paid to say, and then you go look and see what people are saying, and that's just the way that runs. So, but yeah, so user interfaces are a big part of our daily lives for everything that we do, be it from your Android phone to video games to your microwave to your car. Intuitive user design is always at play wherever you go, and if you lose your users at getting to where they need to go, they're not going to use your interface at all, and that means they're not going to use your product, and that's just it's fatal.
They'll go back to Dark Souls.
Even Dark Souls UI was really clean. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then again, that's like the division between shitting out a game and creating a masterpiece.
Ooh, that can almost segue into the whole situation with Benny and the Ink Machine.
Oh yeah, I think Bendy and the Ink Machine. That's supposed to be released. It's supposed to be released here soon, isn't it? Like end of
On the
this month.
15th, after a 5-year long ass wait.
Oh man.
Yes, he came out on Halloween and said, "Oh, he had been silent for months."
Mhm.
Meatley, the creator, he pops up on Twitter, says, "Oh, by the way, trailer tomorrow." The entire internet went nuts, especially the people who are been waiting for any kind of fucking breadcrumbs for this game. Went absolutely insane, and he I'll give him credit where credit's due. He could have been doing this kind of stuff since the first game came out. But he literally held his guns, didn't say a word, only gave like screenshots on Bendy Day, which was April 14th, which was when their first one came out. And he didn't say nothing else. He one day he said, "I'm working on this game. When it's ready, it'll be ready." And fucking 5 years later, here we are. Everybody's chomping at the bit to get their hand on this damn game, including my 6-year-old who won't shut up about it.
Gimme, 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 gimme.
Like when I tell you we've watched the trailer so many times, and we've watched probably every single person do like a theory trailer breakdown on it. This man, we used to listen to music on the way to school.
Oh no,
It's just Bendy. It's just
Jesus.
Bendy.
No.
I'm about it though. I'm about it. Like just the passion in that young boy's voice when he talks about this game reminds me of how I was when I was like playing Final Fantasy VII originally and Super Mario Brothers RPG. Like it's the same vibe, and I'm like, get it, big man. We're gonna go hunt us a ink demon. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, he's gonna be a professional hype man. You should get him into marketing, get him interested in that direction.
Oh, the boy just lives off hype 24/7. It was just I love it. Like he is the epitome of energy, and I just can't.
Well, you can get him Deep Rock Galactic.
Wait, what happened?
You can buy him Deep Rock Galactic.
I could probably is it on the Switch?
I don't think so.
No, it's on the Xbox though.
Don't have it. I don't have that one. Well, it might be time to build him a machine.
There you go.
Because they have a weekend deal right now. It's 67% off. I know you guys were playing it. It's going for just under $10.
I'm looking back and see if my wife's computer's on. She's gonna come back to her computer just loaded with new games. Like, Jamie, what's this?
I can't save anything. What happened?
System overload. My bad, hun.
Well, the interfaces are very important too. Even that's not available for the users to use. Sometimes the interface is the platform that you're using. A lot of times your code bases are kind of universal, and it plugs into whatever platform that you're going to use between like Windows and Xbox or Sony or anything. It's always abstracted out into some kind of interface, which brings us to the cross-platform conversation. Right?
Oh, this is going to be a good one.
Well, it is. Well, I mean, so the article that came out that actually spawned this particular conversation was Capcom said that 50% of the revenue was from PC sales.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when they said they were going to focus more on the PC market and whatnot. And this is on top of like 90% of their revenue came from digital sales. So like, there's no physical media anymore. It's all digital sales.
Yep.
Like it's a huge thing. And what's interesting about that is that that makes things like because Capcom also has the studio that did Monster Hunter, Street Fighter. What else did they do? Mega Man.
I just know them from Mega Man and Street Fighter for the most part, but I know they've done like hundreds of titles.
Oh yeah, no, they're really all over the place. Like the
Resident Evil, right?
Oh yeah, Resident Evil. In fact, they said that they came in at a loss this year because Resident Evil Village, I think is the game's name, overshadowed anything else that they could have ever done, so they took a loss.
Because they put a giant 9-foot woman of humongous proportions in there and got all the fanboys way too excited.
Oh, dude, the modders for that particular model.
Oh,
I've seen
horny
everything
all over,
from
man.
yeah, it was definitely horny on Maine. I've seen everything from bunny suits to like, hey, you know what she needs? Extra jiggle physics. No,
Yeah.
no, she doesn't. No more
Extra jiggle physics. That way I can take this fly swatter and just go to town.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Ethan Winters, you've been a very, very bad boy.
Oh,
No, but Lumi, there actually is a fly swatter in the game where you go just walk around and slap her on the.
Yeah, I've
Fuck,
seen clips of
really?
that.
Yes, it's in
Oh,
the
my
game.
goodness.
I wasn't trying to be funny. It's legit there.
Well,
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
well, modders is pretty much the Rule 34 of like the gaming world anyway. Like you could literally
absolutely.
Yeah.
so yeah, like from Half-Life to everything. I mean,
Overwatch.
and then there's I mean,
Thankfully, I found a game that does not get subjected to Rule 34. Like, it would be very difficult to do it, and that's SnowRunner. Because I don't think you're going to have any way of fucking a truck in that game.
I don't know. There's some pretty good headlights on
You'd
there.
be surprised because there's an actual entire Twitter devoted to Truck Chan for the
What?
Yeah,
the
if they
truck.
can turn the planet Earth into a Earth Chan, then you can turn a truck into a Truck Chan.
Oh, I want to throw up.
It's
Oh,
like,
truck-
oh,
truck-
Optimus Prime, ooh
all
woo.
right.
Oh,
For our
no.
listeners, you're gonna have to describe what the hell a truck chan is.
Truck Chan. If we're gonna go straight weeb now,
Oh,
there's
Kill me.
a dedicated relatively new genre of anime called the isekai. I think I'm saying that right.
Oh yeah, I've been enjoying those animes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it originated with Truck Chan back in. Well, Truck Chan originated way back. Oh, I'm gonna age myself here. Back in Yu Yu Hakusho, when he first got hit by Truck Chan and went into the spirit realm. That's when it all began. But it came back. It's resurged into something huge now, and Truck Chan just the running joke because that's usually how it happens. It gets hit by truck and ends up in New World. And somebody has, unfortunately, IMEI sexualized Truck Chan on that account. So give it time. Give it time.
Yeah, those awesome mudding tires that you've got going on may turn into boobas.
a dirty situation.
Yes.
No.
Dig in deep, daddy.
I guess you can call that a slippery slope.
Oh, the groans are real.
Get
Yeah.
trucked.
Okay, that one I'll accept that one.
He'll let that one slide.
But yeah, so it goes to show that introducing your game to multiple platforms or something as versatile as the PC platform or the Microsoft ecosystem, or heck, develop it for Linux, which will make it run on just about everything anyway, that there's money there. You shouldn't isolate. Like I'm so glad that we're moving away from console exclusive deals.
Yes.
And I'm looking at you, God of War.
Sony in general, because they're still trying to hold on so hard.
Well, they gotta
Sony
see-
is
this,
doing
man.
the Betamax of video games, the Microsoft of web browsers, the BlackBerry of cell phones.
Like it's just like just you and Nintendo both need to have a meeting and just grow up and just let loose and let people have fun.
Yeah, you can make more money with PC sales included as well, you dipshits.
Mhm.
And if you make it for more than just your own platform, don't worry about, oh my god, we won't make as much sales on the Switch. Who fucking cares? You'll be making even more money on the game itself, so use that money to invest in other console platforms.
If you-
People buy the game and don't play it at all, it's still an investment.
Exactly, it's money in the till.
And if you really want to put icing on cake, look at freaking Epic Games with Fortnite. You can play that game on any platform, including mobile, for free, and they're making more money than all you bitches.
Yep, and their money, the money for the console manufacturers really doesn't come from the game sales unless they're making first party titles, which Nintendo has some pretty good first party titles. I gotta admit.
I mean, they're iconic. You really can't blame them for that. They were the OGs. They're the granddads of the consoles.
Right.
So you got Mario, you got your Sonics, you got your Rabbids or however you pronounce it. let them. That's fine. You're never going to see Mario on a freaking PlayStation game. It's
And
just not going
isn't
to happen.
Rabbids a Ubisoft thing?
I think
Because I
so.
know they have the Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom XCOM style game, which I really want to play, and the reviews on it are ridiculous. Like they're absolutely raving about that game. I think they're coming out with a 2 here soon. But yeah, like all their first party stuff is really locked down. I think they got a sour taste in their mouth when they saw what kind of garbage was produced on the CDI with their Zelda and Mario IPs.
Yeah.
And that's understandable, but not enough to like lock down your whole ecosystem. I can totally understand keeping it in there. And as a developer, yeah, you can only play this on the Switch. But the entire idea of opening it up and really all you're making money on is the licensing anyway. Like, for example, your Fortnite example, right? Even though that there is no cost to play Fortnite, they still have to license to be on that product. I think the only free, and I say free loosely, platform is probably PC, and that's if you self-publish and distribute. Like you bypass Steam, you have a web page, and you're paying for all the throughput for your software to be downloaded. Like they make the money on the licensing and the hosting and the access and everything else. So
Ultimate Admiral's Dreadnought did that with their game until they went to Steam. It was all like when it was in beta still, it was all on their website and you paid directly to them. It was great.
I think Dwarf Fortress is actually still that way. You can go download and play Dwarf Fortress without ever having to do anything else. Like you
In
can
case you
get
don't know what Dwarf Fortress is, think of RimWorld but with ASCII text.
for now. The Steam edition is supposed to be I'm gonna say better. It looks better. Like it's less ASCII, more graphics.
Eh?
Well,
He's a
it's still-
barcode. He graphics don't affect him that much.
it's a minimal game anyway, right? So that's just the way that rolls. But there's money to be made, and
Oh, for sure.
yeah, I mean, like, give people access to your game. Like, don't do any more exclusives. Like, I'm really wary that FromSoft is accepting money from Sony, but not for console exclusives, because I don't want Sony to flex on them and be like, we own you now, or whatever it is that they're doing.
No.
And that's
Well, first make some more PS5s, then come talk.
yeah.
All these exclusives and nobody can play your damn game because you don't have a console.
Yeah. Well, hopefully people are not trying to pull an Nvidia, which was artificially create shortages for their video cards to jack up the price.
Yeah,
That is
the scalpers did that.
well, not only that, but Nvidia, when they were releasing their 3000 series of cards, they were telling reviewers who didn't even have their hands on physical hardware to review the card based on technical specs they handed them. And on top of that, unless you were buying the actual Nvidia branded ones, third-party manufacturers didn't get access to the hardware specs until after Nvidia released the card officially, meaning people like EVGA, Gigabyte, and everyone else did not have access to the hardware to like the specifications to make the hardware initially.
That's shitty.
And that's
Yeah.
why I use AMD.
And that made the price of Nvidia cards skyrocket because they artificially created a shortage.
Scumbags.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think Nintendo did something similar with their amiibos.
I would not be surprised.
At all. At all. I literally had to go into a freaking flea market in down here in Louisiana to find a amiibo of Wario. Because I couldn't find that thing anywhere. I happened to find that bad boy sitting on the shelf, and I'm looking at him right now. He is my prized possession on my desk. But you
Nice.
couldn't find him nowhere on the shelves anywhere, and I looked a long time.
I have
And that whole time,
I have
eBay, I was
Palutena
like,
on my
nope.
desk.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice. Yep, I've had her for a while. Back when we got my Switch for Father's Day, I was like, let's go get some amiibos for everyone. So we got like Robin and Palutena and Wario, and I think we even had a Waluigi somewhere.
Wah.
Yeah.
The poor forgotten child. Just one last token on this conversation. And the reason why Capcom is probably fisting this money right now is because it's so much easier to get into a PC/digital format than it is to get into a console these days. You can get a decent. I'm gonna put the word decent out there lightly because we have a lot of varying opinions on what's a decent computer these days. Me with my 12-year-old fossil, and you can get a computer a laptop that's able to run most of Capcom's game at decent graphics level for $300 to $400. You cannot get a baseline uh, Xbox or PlayStation for less than five, if I'm not mistaken. So, especially since you can't even find them because they're so rare, and people can go. I can literally go to Best Buy, get laptop, come home and play tonight. So that's Capcom is the first. I hate to say the first, but they're really starting to realize, hey, let's forget them, forget Sony, forget Xbox. Let's just go PC and let them deal with it because the modders alone make Capcom's games so much better. Like you were saying about Village earlier, like some of the stuff they do, I love the modding community so much in every aspect.
Yeah,
The
the modding community fixed Knights of the Old Republic for PC. There are a lot of dedicated individuals out there that are really improving the quality of life for folks, and that was actually in one of our previous podcasts where we talked about VR chat removing modding support.
Mm-hmm. I mean, mods are the only reason why Vampire the Masquerade still works on my computer because they made the unofficial patch that actually makes it work. Other than that, it just either it stays itty bitty small or it just crashes all the time. So without the modders, we would lose a lot of old games.
Speaking of losing a lot of old games, fun fact: Fallout 3 will not run on any modern system because multiprocessing kills it.
No
What?
kidding.
Like I have it on Steam, I can't launch it without it just taking a shit.
Huh.
Oh, modders, if you're out there.
Oh, there's like workarounds using processor affinity and whatnot, but that's not for the average person. That's
No.
no. We're not in the days of MS DOS where you had to like tune your CMOS to play a stupid game you want to play.
Oh
Right?
no. I will go play Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Or New Vegas. I'm sorry.
But at any rate, so yeah, cross-platform stuff is a thing, and I encourage anyone to do it as long as we don't get like what we have going on with the streaming universe with Netflix, Paramount Plus, Prime Video. Well, Prime Video actually comes as a bonus with Amazon Prime, so I'm not sure you're
Yeah.
actually subscribing specifically for that. You're actually getting the free shipping and whatnot. You can't say that with Netflix anymore because they don't deliver DVD. Or do they have a DVD delivering service?
I don't think they do.
I think they canned that a while back when Redbox started dying.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a red box right
I mean,
down
it
the street
still
from me.
exists. Yeah, it's at CVS.
True.
So, as long as it doesn't go that way, because I got kind of scared when Epic Games was like, what we need? Another place to buy games. I'm like, I don't want to split my library. I have yet to buy anything on Epic Games.
Oh no, I don't buy things at Epic Games. They'll throw free games at me all the time, and I'll just click and add the library. That's about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't even have an account with them.
Thanks for all the fish.
Hey, Lumi.
Mhm.
But here's a zinger. At least Redbox didn't get blockbusted yet.
Blue balled.
Redboxed.
Coming to you from the next Redbox update, Bluetooth connectivity to watch your movies directly at the box. No.
No.
Imagine.
Horrifying.
Imagine all the people trying to get in front of that screen. Oh my god.
No, they stream it to your phone. That's what it is. So everybody can camp out and huddle up. You can just camp out near the
Kind of like a weird, drive-in theater, but for Redbox.
Indeed. Speaking of
the unwashed masses.
There was a story this week about the creator or the composer for Chrono Trigger. Any of you play Chrono Trigger at all?
No, I've heard the name.
Yes.
My brother was a huge fan.
So one of the things that made that game really great and revolutionary for its time is that the music loop wasn't 20 seconds long, so you didn't get to hear the same beeps and boops so repetitively. One of the goals they did was make the music loop about 2.5 minutes. So you're playing the game and you don't notice that it's repeating until you're like, hey. And then you don't care because the music was interesting. But Let me get the creator's name real quick because I accidentally closed my notepad, so I was stalling for time and it wasn't working.
No.
Ba, 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 ba.
Mitsuda?
Yasunori Mitsuda.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the pioneers of how video games are actually using music nowadays, creating the more interesting music loop. There was a story about him tweeting his nightmare experience with after leaving Square Enix, he got a freelancer gig with Nintendo to do music for Mario Party. And that sounds great. He's a great composer. I could totally do this. And what do they want? They want jazz. Okay. So he submitted and had rejected 200 jazz pieces.
Gross.
Squeeze me?
200 jazz pieces for Mario Party at the time. And he said, "Yo, what exactly are you looking for?" And they go, "Big band jazz." And he goes, "Oh, really? Seriously? Like that's what you're looking for?" And eventually, he did that. And
But you gotta tell your people what you want. Like it must be like the old school mentality that you think these people are be able to read your minds.
Well,
like,
yeah, that's why you can just go to a graphics designer and be like, I want a logo for my website. And they go, well, what do you want in it? Well, I just want it to pop. Uh-huh.
Okay, I mean, I can make explosions. I could go full Michael Bay for you, but I need the details of what you want.
Sir, what is this? Well, it's popping. Sir, it's popcorn. I know.
Well, yeah,
that's
you
what
said
asked
you wanted
for.
to pop.
Sir, now your computer's on fire. Sir?
Oh, maybe that's why NVIDIA didn't issue hardware, because they didn't want people to know it was going to set their house on fire.
Aww.
Oh, right. Yes, the self-burning video cards.
Yeah, that. So
Yeah.
he was talking about that was probably one of the most frustrating experiences that he's had. And it's for the exact reason. So even my personal experience with dealing with artists with our staff artists and whatnot, I'm like, hey, this is a thing I'm looking into. And they're like, okay, do you have anything more fleshed out? I'm like, no, but I'll get back to you on it. And well, no, it was throwing something against the wall and saying, this is what I'm kind of looking for. And they, do you have a concept? Not yet. Give me a few days. And then I would do that. I did the same thing with Dank, right, for Ping the cat.
Yeah.
I was like, so check this out, because I said I wanted to use you for emotes, and I would like to just let you know that that's my intent for engaging you again. And Dank Wart was like, sure, do you, just come back to me when you know what you want. Okay. So that's where I came up with the concept for Ping, and he brought it to life, and now he's everywhere, which is fantastic. He did such a great job on Ping. But the intentions were clear. Like, even just giving a concept. I didn't say this, reject all of his work. And he's like, well, what do you want? And I go, big band. Can you imagine big band Ping? That would be...
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he has to have a saxophone, and he has to have a fedora, and he has to have a people standing behind him being like, yeah, go Ping, go. You're Ping Crosby.
Ping, yeah, saving the world. All right, well.
All I can think about now is seeing a skin for Big Band and Skullgirls now. If y'all don't know what that is, it's a fighting game that was made not too long ago, hand-drawn animations, beautiful. One of the guys is named Big Band. He's this giant dude in a trench coat with a fedora, and I want that as Ping now. I'm gonna find a picture and link it in the Discord. But dude, just imagine Ping is this ginormous thing. I'll get it right now.
And then Ping's like, well, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but...
I think that's actually a line from the game.
No!
I think so.
Oh, no.
Oh. So yeah, being clear with your artists is absolutely important. Have you folks done anything similar by commissioning someone to do something for you?
I did. It's one of my favorite webcomic artists / D&D enthusiast. His name is Brian Patterson. He's was in charge of d20monkey.com, and he is now doing a Call of Cthulhu comic called the Innsmouth Society. Great guy, love him to death. He does a lot of photography for a lot of different things. I commissioned him to do a drawing of my first my people really love him, Dungeons and Dragons OC, Sylvan Morningstar. And
Nice.
I will post that in the chat as well after I get Big Ban. He was very quick to respond when he was getting things done. I literally said, "Hey, if I gave it to," because I've worked with guys that say, here's an idea, run with it." I was like, "No, I'm going to give you exactly what you need to conceptualize this guy." Because my dumbass has been cosplaying him for years. I threw him my TikToks, I threw him my pictures, I threw him stories that I'd had with the character and all that good stuff. And he came back and it was a chef's kiss animated drawing of it. So the more detail you can give an artist, the happier they are. They don't want to guess because they don't want to go back and fix everything because they didn't have the one minutia of the detail you didn't have.
That's right. Scope creep. It's a real thing.
Yep. I had a really positive artist with one of my D&D characters I had drawn up. The artist's name is Skelly Bean, and what I told her was that particular character I was getting her to draw had an affinity to kind of make his own armor out of fallen humanoids. Normally, their skin.
Go on.
Yeah, so he'd make armor out of dead people skin because he could, and that character happened to be very particularly psychotic. And so when I told her this, she was like, "I have a great idea." I'm like, "Oh no, what?" And she's like, "Give me a few days." So she came back with a sketch, and all it was is my guy, and he's a Warforged robot, so he's just big stompy robot, 800 pounds, 7 feet tall, and has zero fucks. Or no, that's the other stompy robot. He's one of my stompy robots. Doesn't really care about anything other than that. Hey, that can make some good armor. Dude, I'm still alive, and why are you pulling on my skin? So the sketch
the lotion on the skin.
yeah, basically. So the sketch she gave me was him just sort of like with something weird on his head and sort of like stroking his chin of like, yes, yes. And when she gave me a better preview of it, I was just floored by how good it is. And I'll throw it up in the Discord here. Because when she finished it, she told me she actually went and looked up autopsy photos. Like, she looked up autopsies to see how skin peels off of muscle.
Oh.
And
dang,
the file name she gave this is perfect. It's called Clothes Shopping.
And yes, we like this dark humor up in here. Leave us alone.
Yep. So there was that, and then
Love for the working plus one.
if you yeah, plus one leatherworking. Then the best part is other people have looked at it. They're like, "Oh my god, what's he going to do to the bunny rabbit?" Because there's a small bunny. For the listeners, there's a small bunny rabbit sitting in the bottom right corner nearby this guy's legs, sort of chilling out. And everyone who's asked me like, "What would he do to the bunny rabbit?" It's like he's so psychotic. He'd be like, "Yes, this is a nice hat," because the guy's face is carved off the skull. The muscle's still there attached to the skull, but the face skin itself is now sitting on this robot's head as a hat. That's how gruesome she drew it. And he's the type of character that if he were to see that bunny rabbit while he's skinning this dead guy for new clothing, he'd be like, "Bunny," and then try and pet the damn thing. Very
That's
gently,
awesome.
lovingly, and caring. And, then you just go back to carving skin off of a dead guy. So I was really impressed with the artwork. She did a very, very good job with it. And it's horrifying to look at. And I love it.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
And I think I have the reference. Yeah, I've got the reference pictures. Because he was a fighter, this guy. He wasn't one of my spellcasters. He just liked to beat people senseless and then take their skin. And of course, when I spec'd him out on D&D, I had him with proficiency in leatherworking and in animal handling. So he
That's about right.
could skin people with his animal handling. Oh, it's horrible.
I can see him with a trained dire wolf or something that's trained not to harm the skin while killing the prey.
Nah, he wouldn't care. He would just stretch it till it, fits better.
Ooh. Oh,
But yeah,
man.
just the beautiful face that's sitting on his head.
Yeah.
That's
That's
awesome.
that's a nice hat.
I guess when he goes on a killing spree, it's like the Emperor's new clothes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like, I shall wear you to the formal dinner tonight.
My
What?
man walks into the war field and he's like, "Ah, yes, a new wardrobe. Let us choose tonight."
Absolutely.
I guess you can call this the Salvation Army because this place has a lot of clothing.
Oh.
Hey, everything's going to be reused.
Half off.
No, it's completely off.
Yeah, I agree. Skelety did a really good job on that.
Skelly
And-
Bean.
Oh, it's Skelly Bean?
Yeah, she did a fantastic job.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think I have a Twitch follower, or not a Twitch, but a Twitter follower called Skelety or something like that.
Yes, that's somebody else I know.
Oh. Okay.
That definitely makes my poor guy seem like an angel in comparison. He's sitting up there with the rabbit on one hand and the owl on the shoulder.
Yeah, and it's funny because my sorcerer, he just hates everyone. If he comes across you, he's gonna look at you with nothing but contempt, and he's just gonna be like, "Ugh, get away from me." And if you've got any sort of like loose-fitting clothing, congratulations, that's his new like polishing cloth for his armor. He doesn't care who you are. You could be royalty, and he'll be like, "Give me that," and he'll just like start, rubbing his armor to polish it. And it's like, I don't care that that's a silk robe. Fuck you.
And they're crit. I got the big band picture, and he's tooting his horn for you for the ping.
Oh no.
Nice. Grit, didn't you have some artwork done recently?
Oh yeah, crit chicken. But I also drew my own stuff too, but it's not that good.
She says that, but it actually is.
Worst critic is yourself.
Yep.
That's right. I'm not subscribed to your Twitch channel because I'm a scrub. Can you like pop some up real quick so it flashes up on the screen?
Well, I could do what I drew, but oh wait, actually, I mean, can you put in chat my icon?
Yes. Click the buttons, Amy. Click. No, that's the wrong person. That's the wrong person. That's the right person. Do. There we go. That's the emotes that were done.
Those are adorable.
Yes.
Wait, where?
I do like the rest in
I see
peace
him.
one. It's just a cooked chicken.
Rip. Sag.
And this is what I drew with my chicken and bomb redeemer. You could check in general.
Oh, I love it.
Let me see here.
I love it.
Yeah, that's amazing. That immediately needs to be colored. Like, give it to Jalen to color, and then get it up on Twitter.
Or fix it, yeah.
She dropped a bomb on me.
I like the confused look of Bomb's sprite. Just like, what the
Like,
fuck
what
is
are you
going
gonna
on?
do with me? Where am I going? Oh no.
What do? What do?
You don't have fingers. How is this working? I don't understand.
Am I supposed to explode now? And then the chicken's like,
How you do go?
ah!
Yeah, she do. It's a really good picture. Like, I love it because it's her boomkin that's throwing like one of those cartoony bombs.
He's gonna throw a boom.
Yeah, it's
Do you want to
amazing.
know why they call me a boom chicken? No, 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 no,
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Earth shattering kaboom.
So real quickly, one of the last things that has come in for this week that was of interest was Sega remasters and remakes. So Sega's looking to capitalize on their large IP library and go back through and remake and remaster some of their old titles. I think the quote was, to capitalize effectively on our abundant IP assets, we will further develop these IPs by means of remakes, remastering, and reboots, etc. We will also be offering them to subscription-based services and other forms of monetization across multiple channels. So that last statement there kind of scares me.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're talking like Game Pass Ultimate, PlayStation Plus, okay, all right, people who have those platforms have it. But if they're talking like providing it to something that's offbeat to stream this stuff in as a subscription service, that kind of scares me.
Now coming to Netflix, the entire Sega collection.
Well, Sega did purchase a bunch of game studios and opened up at least 2 or 3 in the last month.
That's what you call a segue. Do, 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 do.
Oh no.
Do, 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 do,
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming through there. Some of the other things they were talking about, I don't really care that they sold 4 million units of its various masters, remakes, and spinoffs. But let's see here.
Mostly Persona.
well, yeah, Persona. That's from Atlas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's Persona 5 Royal, Persona 4 Golden, Persona 3 Portable, and Persona 5 Royal launched on Xbox Game Pass, and both Golden and Portable will follow suit with their respective releases. So, I mean, there's money to be made. I don't care how bad the Sonic game is going to be. If they release something with the word Sonic in it and it gets pushed out, everybody's going to buy it because everybody knows Sonic. It's iconic. Whether the movie's shit or the game is shit. I hear Frontiers is actually really good now.
90% of the Sonic games have come out in the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm. What's interesting is that Sonic Mania, I don't think was Sega. I think they got permission from Sega to make their game, but it was really just a fan game that went pro.
Ah,
yeah,
good for them.
Yeah, I remember reading up on that on GameDeveloper.com or .net or .something. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff coming through there. There's also another one. I've never heard of the game called Ishin.
Ishin.
Never heard of it.
Now I'm going to look it up.
Oh, no, hold on. Here it is. It's Like a Dragon.
Oh, isn't that... Oh, the formerly known as Yakuza.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I think a lot of that's real JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, tongue-in-cheek type gameplay humor. I remember...
Oh, no! Only my weebs understand that, sorry.
I had to stop. I'm like, oh, God, what'd I do? I didn't even catch the reference.
I have no idea the reference, but
it's
okay.
It's a JoJo reference. He brought it up. It's his fault.
That's all right. At least he didn't bring up a... At least I didn't bring up a Boba Bo reference, so...
I wouldn't have no idea about that.
I remember.
I tried one time to watch an episode of that show, and I had to turn it off 5 minutes. And I'm like, nope, nope.
I even remember the name of the damn show, so I didn't sound like an idiot talking to someone. Hey, did you see Bo? No, there's a cadence to it. This is Bo. That's the cadence for Bo.
It's the dude that fights with nose hairs.
Oh God.
Both squared.
Why isn't there a fighting game with him in it?
Did you really? Well, I mean, it could work. You probably just put him in Jump Force.
I guess I think that was a pro bono.
Here, let me do this.
User has left your channel.
Modders, hear my cry.
They put Booger Man and freaking Clay Fighter, so why not put Bobo and freaking
what man?
Booger Man.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he was a superhero back. He's in the same timeline and jokes of Earthworm Jim.
If there was a game I would play, it would probably be Clay Fighter. I would love to play Clay Fighter again.
Me too. I love Clay Fighter's Director's Clay. Such a good game.
They need to make a game for Hazbin Hotel and the
Hell of a Boss.
Oh, shoot 'em up. Let's go. I'm down.
Because you have Angel Dust in there. You have freaking Moxie. You have Millie. You have, freaking Solus. You have that succubus lady. I forget what her name is. God damn it. Stella.
It's a very wholesome show, Lumi. It's a very, very wholesome show.
Absolutely.
The angry wife probably throwing pots and pans at Stolas and getting like crits in or whatever. Like, ah!
Well, I mean, it's holy in the sense that there's holes put in people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not quite divine, but it definitely is holy.
It'll leave a mark on you, that's for sure.
Oh, jeez. Well played, sir.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's some interesting stuff. We've got remasters, remakes, bo. and-
Jojo, the Jojo.
Oh,
I like
man.
that his brain is now broken.
And we've broken him in the last show of the month. We've killed him. It's over. We win.
That's all right. I'm gonna have
The
like,
raid boss has been taken
I'm
down.
gonna have a bunch of weeks to recover anyway. So it'll be
Sure.
Just
fine.
have Bobo Bubbo instead of Mojo Jojo.
Okay. There's too many O's. There's too many. You need to stop.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
regular
oh,
show.
Rio.
Oh, that song. Please, no copyright strikes. Okay.
I mean, I'm the one singing it, so I mean, geez. If they're not sick of hearing it, then, well, too bad, because I'm sick anyway. Haha.
So
you in your feelings.
I think we've got about 8 minutes left in the show. Let's go ahead and pop our round table outro, and let's go make someone's life happy by rating them. So, Cajun,
Hi.
tell us what you're going to be doing for November. Like I said, this is going to be the last episode for a while. I know you said you're going out of the country. So what's going on?
Well, I had a bunch of things planned, but Bendy kind of ruined everything. Harrison and I are definitely going to be doing a series on Bendy. It comes out the 15th, and I leave for freaking Scotland that weekend. So it's going to be a busy week for me that week. This week will just be prepping for that and possibly just focusing more on my little book. Joyce went to New Orleans today to go to a musical, but while she was there, she went to a vampire boutique, and she brought home this little letter that's sealed in wax, and it's like the history of some of the most famous vampires in lore. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself now that I have all this vampire knowledge in my brain for this book. I'm going to blow up. So yeah, that's going to be me for the next week. Writing and ink demons. That's my life.
Perfect. Awesome. Ivy, we know what you're doing. You're heading over to
The Emerald Dream.
Yep.
Florida to do
Swamp
Florida
Pass
things.
Central. Yeah.
Woo!
I hope you like humidity.
Yeah, that's fine.
Need to defrost a little bit from up there.
Nah.
Well,
No,
so-
I've spent an entire summer in an area where water ran uphill, literally, and it was usually around plus 40 with the humidity and about 80% humidity all the time. Sorry, plus 40 Celsius with humidity.
Ooh,
So that's
dang.
like the 100 and something.
Mayhot.
Yeah. And then that was with all the humidity that never went away. And wherever you walked, it was swamp. And if the map said it was clearing, it was swamp with trees, small shrubs. If the map said it was forest, it was forest with swamp. It was good times.
Gotta love it.
I guess we can call that the true Swamp of Sorrows.
It was. Definitely
Hmm.
was.
I'm sorrowful already. So,
Cry me a river.
I will.
other than that, more shitposting Vatniks.
Yeah, it's kind of slowed down a little bit because I've been busy with like actual life and work, and I'm also trying to gear my demon hunter now, because I'm back with the old guild I used to be a part of years ago in World of Warcraft, so that's always good.
Oh, there you go. Crit.
Yeah.
I know you're receiving a visitor soon. What's going on with you besides that?
Hey.
That's you.
Sorry. I got distracted. I was like, what visitor? Who? What? Where? When? Why? Who are you talking about? Oh, me.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Wizard! No, I'm excited. Hopefully, I can nurse enough Robitussin to actually make it go away soon, so I don't have to be like, I need you to get me some milk
No,
or,
that's fine. I wouldn't care.
or something. I need tissue. Like, how romantic is that? I'm sick. I need soup. Aww.
Eh,
Maybe
I have no problem with that.
he'd be taking care of you. He'd be a happy camper.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm getting to spend time with you. What do I care? That's the only part.
Exactly.
Like, that's what matters. I don't care if you're sick. It's all good.
Well, there you go. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm leaving to go to Nevada for a bit. I'll be doing some
Ooh.
stuff there with some family, getting to see some folks, and head back, do some more work. Then I'll be.
What part?
It's near Las Vegas.
If you go around Summerlin, go to a place called Donut Mania and get the Samoa donut.
Okay, I'll put that on my list.
So good.
Yeah, no, I've got like nieces, nephews, brothers, and whatnot that I got to go see. So
You don't understand. It's heavenly. It's like a giant donut dipped in chocolate and it's dressed up like the bottom half of it is dressed up in chocolate, and then the top half of it is as you would find on a Samoa Girl Scout cookie.
Oh
okay.
god, that does sound amazing.
It does sound amazing. I'll probably stay far away from it. I'm trying to reduce my.
No.
Well, I'm gonna
She
give you
she
the.
spent this whole time hyping it up.
I'm gonna give you the Wilford Brimley version of this. Diabetes. So that's like, I can't.
And Wilfred Brimley would say YOLO because he did.
I don't want to be Wilford Brimley.
Eat it for him. Eat it for him. So you don't have to eat it all in one shot. Maybe you should share it with someone. Just slice it in half or whatever. Just have the experience.
All right.
At least take a whiff of the bakery walking by.
I'll bring my diabetic brother with me too, so that way we can both suffer.
Oh, they also do have a custom fish tank there too. That was made from Shark Tank, I think. Whatever that thing was when they make custom fish tanks for people.
Do you?
Oh no, it was tanked. That's probably what it was. Tanked. They have like a donut fish tank.
Do you dip your donuts in it, or?
No, it's just cosmetic with no. Why would you dip a donut in a fish
I
tank?
don't know. Things are weird right now.
Somebody probably has before, that's why.
Well, but yeah, no, I'm going to Nevada. I'll be coming back. So I'll be around. I do need to try to meet the goal of making my channel live for 60 days in a row. I don't know for how long, to get my follower emotes so I can supply my followers with more Ping the Cat for the folks that come through.
Dingus.
Yeah, it's like a taste of the drug. I'll give you all the greetings. You got to get the good stuff. You have to give me the $4.99.
But if they do make a water donut, it could be called a hydronut. Hydronut, yeah.
Hydronut.
Sorry,
We're losing her. She's fading fast.
Indeed.
I'm sick. I'm allowed to lose my mind.
In that case, let me wrap this up real quick. Don't forget to follow us all at the Nordic Cajun, IMEI21, and Needs Espresso / Twitch.tv Crit Chicken when they decide to go live again and do gaming stuff, because after all, you do have an opportunity with the whole WoW drop thing, so that could be a thing.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah,
I can't do it right now because I'm sick anyway, so.
So, other than that, I don't have anything else to add. This will be the last one until, let me pull up the calendar real quick. Potentially the 3rd or the 10th of December. That sounds about right, doesn't it?
Sounds about right,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because you should be back by then, and I know I'll be here. How long are you going to be in Scotland, Nordic?
Let's see, look at the calendar. We come back the 27th, so I'll be recovering on the 28th. So I'll be back that week.
Okay, cool. So We'll say the 3rd, and if you really want to push it to take a break, we'll do the 10th of December.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear. We'll announce it on Twitter, so keep an ear out at Luminary Weekly on Twitter, and you'll go from there. Other than that, it's been a pleasure. I want everyone to have a happy and safe United States Thanksgiving. And
Turkey Day.
Oh yeah, you get 2 this year. You had Canadian Thanksgiving too.
Yeah,
we're
my
doing
parents
it
were in another country, or no, they were not in another country, they were in another province. And then I was busy with other shit, so didn't really have one this year.
Well,
We'll
now
have an early one.
Now you have a crit Thanksgiving.
Well,
Yes.
he's leaving on Thanksgiving, but we'll
Yeah.
have an early one.
There you go.
yeah. If we ever
He'll have. Sorry.
if we ever get to have a UDP broadcast get together, I'll make you some of my delicious steaks and prime rib.
Ooh, I like steak and prime rib.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've seen my steak and prime rib. I've posted up pictures. They are delicious. They look
Yes.
delicious, and I can tell you that they taste delicious too. So, but yep, I think that's it. So, who we raiding?
Jalen is live, I think, right now.
Okay.
Ooh.
Then let's.
Yes.
We're coming in hot.
Indeed. Other than that, for the folks who are watching, I'm actually going to terminate the actual local recording. Have a great one. We'll see you in December.
And if we don't see you, have a merry turkey days.
And if I don't see you in December, I hope you all are going to be good ho-ho-hos.
Yeah.
Make sure you spam every single ping emote, and if you really want to be fun, you can spam the bouncing barcode when we hit Jalen's stream.
Oh yeah, just run your finger across all the emote buttons a few times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just don't Alt F4.
Wait. Okay, let's find the raid button. Have a good one, everyone.
So long.
Farewell.
Avita, say goodbye.
I knew that was going to come in somewhere. So let's see here. Jalen. Nope, I need Warbringer Jalen. W-A-R. War. War never changes.
War.
All right. Here, he's got 13 people. Let's add to that. Show our support.
Let's go.
Spam your pin
Hey.
emotes.
Bingus.
Ping me up, Scotty.